What is OSI layer? OSI layer is the Open System Interconnection OSI model defines the 7 layers through which computer systems communicate over a network. A conceptual model created by the International Organization for Standardization ISO that allows communication system to communicate using standard protocol. OSI provides a standard for computer to communicate with other computer. OSI model has 7 layers. First, physical, data link, network, transport, section, presentation, and application. Characteristics of OSI layers. The OSI model is divided into 2 layers, upper layers and lower layers. The upper layer of the OSI model usually deals with the application-related issues and implemented only in the software. The lower layer of the OSI model deals with the data transport issues. The data link layer and the physical layer are implemented in hardware and software.
Why we use OSI layer? OSI layer provides an extensive list of functions and services that can occur at each layer. Next, OSI layer describes the interaction of each layer with the layers directly above and below. OSI layer also prevent technology or capability changes in one layer from affecting other layers at the above or below.
The OSI layer. We start from the bottom from the layer, which is the 7th layer, application layer. Students use this layer to access, retrieve, and manage files on a remote computer. Next, we move on to the presentation layer, which is the 6th layer. Before being transmitted, any data entered by the student, such as username and password, will be converted to bit streams. Next, the 5th layer, which is the session layer. Session layer, within in this case, are students' computer and user system server. We continue our OSI layer explanation with 4th layer, transport layer. Before sending data to the next layer, transport will break sender or student data into segments from the session layer. Next, the 3rd layer will be network layer. This layer will also perform routing, which is the process of determining the best physical path for student data to reach the uLearn system server. Second layer, which is the data link layer. This layer is divided into 2 sections, which is logical link control, ALC, which identifies network protocols, performs error checking, and synchronizes frames, and MAC, which is media access control, which connects devices and defines permissions to transmit and receive data using MAC addresses. The first layer for OSI layer is physical layer. The student's data from the preceding layer will be converted into signals and transmitted across local media. The experience during the project. There are many experiences that we got from the project, which is firstly, we learn to cooperate with each other in a group when we do this group project together. Next, we apply the technique and application on how to calculate the subnetting that we had learned in class within the lab session and lecture session. After that, this group project required us to manage our time wisely and submit our own works within the time given and compile it at the website.